getting ready for the fight of the fights. Oh my goodness. Trying to get into a fight mode, everybody. Where did I put that one? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the one. I was looking around for this. I found it. Action time, everybody. Here's the stand. Now, got to get this right angle. Then we get into the artery work. Yeah. Artsy work. Okay. Here we go, everybody. We're getting into the correct dimensions. Ooh. Ooh. Exciting goal. Pretty exciting. Let me get rid of that. Within the frame. Going to draw all this right now. It is officially action time. So let's see, get the actions. I'm actioning. Let's see how this works. Man. This thing actually died, didn't it? Just when I needed it. Alright, things died over here. Okay, what does it matter? We'll start without it. Okay. Here we go. Let me see which one I want to use, to be honest. I'll go from there. Which one would be the good? No, this guy won the punch fight, so I get a thing where it gets both their faces. I think I'll just where this goes. Yeah, let's give even though I could it's not animation. I don't need to actually show the final blow. Animation I would show the final blow, but it's not animation, y'all. So I gotta keep it chill over here. I'll make his size. This guy has very light skin. Very light skin, y'all. Very light skin, though. Very light skin now. Let's try and make this. Yeah, decline all these motherfuckers. Some people just coming up to me. If you don't come to my live, yeah, I ain't accepting your invitation. Let's see how we get this going. Okay, let me make the neck out of the way. Bottom of the neck out of the way. Getting ready for a proper pose. See what happens from here. Yeah. So this is all going to be arm, basically. Let's realize that now. All this is basically going to be arm. Interesting. All this is going to be arm. Right about here. I think it's a little muscular, but not that muscular. Not like what we see in the movies. trying to get this. It's like everyone's talking about him. Alright. Let's get done with curve. Okay. I have to draw the boxing gloves above the hand. Boxing gloves above the hand. That's gonna go over here. So some pretty massive boxing gloves. Here we go with this. Let's try. Alright. Under that we need, let's make it the same layer. The actual gloves per se. That will be the actual glove over here. His hand's humongous. Huh? I made some very humongous hands over there. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let's make it a bit smaller than that. It'll look pretty huge. Alright. Then after that thing, I gotta draw the back and the other stuff. Then it comes here. The back is somewhere around this area. The six pack is not really there. Over here. Okay. He has like a wedgie. In terms of boxing, you have like boxing wedgie. Okay, I think I'll make the pants a little bit beigey. Make it all white. We'll figure it out later. Whitish with a wedgie. Contribute. Okay, let's see where this goes. Goes down here. Okay. This is saying it should all be going up a bit. Pretty interesting. Interesting. Oh. Interesting situation. Okay. So this brother over here is carrying some stuff. So now we gotta draw the lines so people know it's not a dress. These are shorts. Yeah, it didn't work. How do you make this? Details are crazy. So yeah, we gotta. Oops. Okay, don't connect to nothing. Weird. How do you? Alright, let's try and see how this works. Uh-oh. Figure this out. I think I go to the feet to make it make sense. Draw the feet and then it should make sense. Draw the feet should make sense. Then I gotta draw the other boxing glove. Okay, let me see how the other thing's doing now. It's getting better. Okay. I'm gonna switch over because I want to do this double. I want to do a double live. I'm gonna do that in a smart way. So I'm gonna do a double live. So switch to the other. I'll go to TikTok. I think I'll go to YouTube. Definitely, totally want to do a double live. Okay. Okay, let's try this real quick. Hopefully this works. Then we're going to do the double live right now. Okay. Watch the screen. Let's open. Say hi to our friends on YouTube. Okay. And voila. We got in. We're in. All right. Let me draw the other legs and the shoes, and we're gonna go for it. YouTube it is. Yeah, YouTube is what 2.5 billion 2.5 billion people there. So might as well let them see what I'm doing over here. Here on TikTok is like 1.8 billion, I think. 1.8 billion. Okay. Done. No, not post either one. Oh, post her back on the other one, huh? Put the camera. Drawing. Boxing match. I call it a boxing match. And then audience, not for kids. Yada yada. Okay, we good. Let's go for it. Boxing match on. Go live. Let's do for it. 2 for 2. Then we draw the shoe and the leg, and we go from there. I'll draw them as one. I don't need to make another layer. Let's draw them as one. So the shoe goes there. Okay, hold on a second. Feel the same shape of the foot, Okay, we'll make it curvy. Okay, then we gotta bend it because he's jumping on his shoe. He's jumping as in the boxing stance. You're bouncing left to right, side to side. So yeah. Okay, from there. He's bouncing, so it has to go a bit down. He's hopping on his feet. So let's get that down. What's up, Mr. Apologetic? How are you? How are you doing? I don't know. I just heard about this match. I heard about a match. A BLK American was fighting with a YT, and he took him out. I'm not really a big fan of BLK Americans sometimes, but this was funny to watch. It was funny. If you watch the video, it's trending on TikTok. Really trending. So I watched it and I'm like, that was funny. Okay, and then he has like a gray, like I don't know, gray fashion line or whatever that is. Gray fashion line. Okay. There's a gray fashion line over there where his feet are. Let me get that out of the way. Oh, here we go, chill.
You guys, I got mentioned. You mentioned. You said I help you create something. What?
No, it was your idea. I didn't do that before.
Oh, okay.
That was you forgot the badger.
The badge. Oh yeah, that time. Oh man,
I was
that was wild.
supposed to put at you, but I forgot. But luckily, I saw. Oh, Big Mama commented. Oh, Big Mama's supportive. So since she commented, I said, done.
Why not? Why not?
I actually thought of deleting the post to do it again. The Big Mama saved me.
Yeah,
Because if you, when someone has an idea, you don't give them credit. You look like one of those Hollywood people who
yeah,
would tell everybody. Yeah, but it was your idea. You forgot. That was your idea.
yeah. I completely forgot. Been busy here sending money to
I
Africa.
was
Can you
surprised.
believe it? These people, I'm gonna go broke because of Africa.
Did you, what's it called? Do they have honey badgers in Australia?
Honey badger, only America and Africa have badgers,
Exactly. That's
right?
why when you came with the idea, I was like, I was surprised. I didn't think they
I
had.
think it's because I've seen a lot of those honey badger videos, like honey badger don't give a shit, and it's like just an animal that doesn't care about any other animals.
Yeah. So when I saw it, like, that's not a bird.
Mm,
Really, like
honey badger.
the birds.
Australia doesn't have a lot of predators. You know, there used to be this thing called a Tasmanian tiger, and it's extinct. And then we have what is called the devil, the Tasmanian devil.
Is it real?
Um,
Is that real?
hmm?
The Tasmanian
Yeah,
devil? Real?
it's a real thing. I know there's a cartoon that has a Tasmanian devil in it, but
But I
yeah,
think
it's
it
real.
does look. It looks nothing like the cartoon, right?
Yeah, nah, the cartoon is very different. Yes, but it's got those sharp, really sharp teeth, and it's got like a
I saw a picture of it before, and I'm like, that's not bad. Don't look at it.
yeah. South Sudanese refugee program. Junubi, do you think like UN is now continuing to take South Sudanese overseas?
Huh? Why do
Do
you
you
ask
reckon
that?
the UN is helping resettle South Sudanese? Because somebody in Africa asked me and said, "Hey, man, you should take some of your family members to Australia." I don't know. I was like, "Do you know how expensive that shit is?" Like,
Family members
like
from Juba? From Juba or from where?
members living in Kenya. Like, nah, man, that is expensive. You have no idea.
Oh, because of the protest.
Um,
Because of the protest.
hmm?
Because of the protest.
No, no, I think that it's just in general. I don't think it's because of the protest.
No, I
Uh,
think actually, by the way, wherever they are, let them continue what they're doing. I don't think you should not take anybody anywhere.
no, bro, I don't know. Like this thing, I think you have to. If it's a family of five, you have to pay more than like 50,000 just to do all the process.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Wherever they are, let them be there because
Mm.
education now abroad is overrated.
And besides, some of these kids are like 16, 17. They will not. They will be useless. Trust me.
And
Like,
they'll come and join the Australian gang.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I feel like it's better when the kids like 10, 12, something like they can go to primary school and learn the system. They have a higher chance of succeeding and
I
getting
think
a proper job.
I think when they become later, like in the near their 20s, maybe bring them 20 something.
It's not good. I think the only best way to bring them is like those kids that are actually doing quite well in school. The ones that are doing
Ah,
okay in high school, whatever.
scholarship only.
Yeah, these ones are the ones that can be brought here because, I mean, like, there's a lot of jobs you can do here without a degree, which is fine. Some of them, if they want to do that, then you know, that's their thing.
You know, a lot of people
Um,
saying that if they could deport some of the Aussies, the Borns that were born there, they should do it to save their lives. They're like, what do you mean?
yeah, but we got demoted in the program, in the refugee program, because the shenanigans, all that stuff that happened here, with the pseudo kids, it's not really good for our reputation. So basically, we've been deprioritized. They put us at the bottom of the list.
Because of that stuff, huh?
Yeah, because the community doesn't want us anymore. And it all hinges on the community, you know that? So they don't just bring people in, it's only if the community is receptive. And that means the mayors, the local, whatever, you know?
The politicians like forget this, forget those people.
Yeah, it was very like it happened right around 2018, and it received like a lot of backlash. They were like, that's like pure discrimination, you know? That's discrimination of the highest order. Yeah.
But it's our people's fault. Think about it. You know
I
yeah,
mean,
as much as the uncles and aunties didn't do it, they don't punish the people
yeah.
who do it. You know that? They protect them.
It's collective punishment. Yeah, it's collective punishment. It's not right because there are people that are so vulnerable that could use this help, like could use the opportunity to come and resettle. But now a few people here just ruined it for everybody else. And then now we're getting collectively punished. You know?
No, the thing about it is like, let's say, one of the guys does a crime, right? What I've been watching. Somebody does a crime. The next thing you know, do you know this guy, Big Five?
Pick five?
Yeah, I don't know who
No, I
that is.
never heard of him. And I've never heard of him. Big
Big Five.
five, no.
Could you identify yourself, Big Five, who you are?
Is it big five as in personality
No,
thing? Ocean?
you're a moderator. You don't see the request.
No, not this guy. Maybe he's private.
Oh, he's private.
Mm.
No, he's not private.
Uh,
Your glass is not working.
yeah. I haven't actually seen any new South Sudanese come to Australia recently, except like around 2014, 15-ish.
So Major Boy was
Yeah.
one of the last lucky ones, huh?
Wait, did Major Boy come here?
Yeah, Major Boy.
Wait.
He was from Uganda.
Mm.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, wow. Okay, he's one of the lucky ones because yeah, that's harder. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
he came from Uganda. He's one of the. Did you not notice how his dinka is fresh? You didn't notice that?
Oh,
And
baby, you are smart.
you didn't also notice how his African accent is African.
Yeah.
He's one of the last ones who
Yeah.
came.
Like, okay. Yeah, there were a few people that came, but it was mostly because someone got married overseas to somebody, and then they made up a whole story to bring the other kids. So I think one of the ways they brought them is to say that they were like their kid from another relationship or something. Man, they're so lucky they don't do DNA tests.
No, they started now. If you want the program, they started. They started.
They're so lucky they don't run a DNA test because that would just ruin your entire thing.
No, you get charged for fraud.
Mm,
They can charge you for fraud.
yeah,
That's what people don't understand.
fraud, fraud, fraud. But it's the thing is, I think Westerners are well aware of like people who are pushed to the edge of desperation will do anything. You know.
Yeah, they can charge for fraud if they want to, but if they don't want to, it is what it is.
Yeah. But mostly the people now coming to Australia are mostly from Congo and whatever, whatever, because it all hinges on this idea of if there's like inherent fear where you live and you're scared, then they'll bring you here. If there's no element of fear, they will say, nah, sorry, we can't help you. There's nothing scary in your country.
It's
Just
like
go on and live.
it's a season, African season thing.
Yeah. The Congolese and the Liberians. Almost every single place that has had conflict in Africa has people here in Australia.
Somalia.
Yeah, a lot. In fact, more than South Sudanese.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I'm not lying.
that means they support each other. That's what it means.
Yeah. They managed to get each other all here.
No, think about it. What happens is you have a refugee program, and then once people are here, they can support you to come. You know that?
Yeah, they sponsor each other, which I was even supposed to sponsor some of my family members, but then time ran out because one of my other family members was a complete B word, you know?
And you don't want to get pulled into that nonsense.
Yeah. But I think like man, the more I see people want to just leave, I think it's like I don't want to be responsible for bringing it. I want to like I just feel like we need to just fix our own home, man. Make it livable, you know?
I find it funny. Everyone in Australia, as much as they made it heaven. They all want to go home eventually. You know that? They all want to go back home. You know
Yeah,
that?
a lot of people. They're so tired of here. Actually, those people are the ones who experience a lot of discrimination and like racism.
Yeah.
You know, those guys want to go back home. But if you haven't, because everybody has got a different experience in Australia. Some people are living kick-ass lives, you know, like they're not going back,
Ever.
right? Yeah,
They'll go back to show off. They go back to show off.
yeah, they're not going back at all. So, um, yeah, so that's
Different experiences.
yeah, that's the thing. So that's the thing. A lot of people here, they expect everybody to have had like the same kind of
Experience.
racist experience and whatnot, and then turns out no, not really. Some people just didn't interact with YT that much, maybe. or their workplace was very accepting of other cultures and ethnicities and whatever. So the level of discrimination there was quite low. Now, let's say you work at a nursing home, and a lot of these people are senile and old, right? They're old people. They will say things, slurs and whatnot, simply because they don't have enough self control left, you know.
Hmm.
So that's the thing. It's everybody's got a different experience. Then they go, oh, but this country is racist. Not really.
Your experience was only. Like
My
we,
experience was different from yours.
mm,
Uh, but on average, yes, there is some discrimination. You know.
on average only.
Yeah.
Well, it's just it's a bit part of the punishment of the trade when you go where you're not from, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you go
So yeah,
when you're not from, that's where it happens.
and also some occupations are quite toxic, man. Like especially in the hospitals and whatnot. Sometimes I even wonder, like, I hope I never get that sick to go into that kind of hospital. Like, you know, like the way the nurses and the doctors just talk to each other. I've heard like it's so bad. You know,
What do they say?
I don't know. They're just like, for example, they say that the doctors look down on the nurses. Like they think they're not that. I mean, like you're what? You're just handing tools to me, whatever. So they talk down to them and in a condescending way.
Let me do something funny. I was about to say
It's so
like,
sad.
mm,
So sad. So
okay,
sad.
I'll leave this and then go to the next guy. I'll draw him one direction and flip him the other direction. Change the narrative of the whole picture. Mhm.
Is it a box? Are you drawing a box or something?
No, there's a boxing match that's trending. Two people tell me
Oh, oh.
it didn't work out. The YT guy got whooped. It's all over TikTok. I mean, actually, not really.
Oh shit.
It's on the trending TikTok. I just know it's a trending TikTok. It does not come to my For You page, by the way.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. My For You page is a bit weird. TikTok basically capitalizes on the fact that, it makes money by showing you what you're gonna watch the longest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. So they see what you like to watch and they blow it up.
Basically, actually, they look at you and they look at other people and they go, you're just like that other person. Maybe you will like this. Maybe you will like that. Maybe you will. So they compare you with content that other people have liked that they think you might like. I don't know.
I wonder something. If TikTok sees your video, they scan your face, they can know your ethnicity and what you might like. You think so?
I would think that's creepy technology. I don't think they would do that, but
Right? Is that too
but
much?
the reason why you only get African content is because that's why I was explaining. They match you to people who are like you. So the people you're connected to,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
they're
the people
African.
you
That's
follow. Yeah.
yeah. That's the only reason you get a lot of African content.
I noticed something.
Now,
No, it's true.
yeah,
The people who follow you, they push that content of the people who follow you. That makes sense.
yeah. So you get suggested almost the same kind of thing as those people because they're like, this person is just like those other people. So then here you go. You know?
Bon appetit.
Yeah.
Eat
So it's
this.
an interesting algorithm. They basically build a model of what you like. So that it's like, in fact, I reckon they know way more about you than you know about yourself.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, like if they release that information, just give it to you for free. And I think you can actually download your data. It's allowed, but you won't get the kind of summary like what they think you are, who they think you are. You're not going to get that one. That's a secret sauce. You're just going to get your videos, your posts, your comments. That's it. They won't tell you, hey, you like trucks or whatever. you know.
Mm, just realized, in the first, what's it called? Uh, the first term of Trump, a lot of people were hiding that they like Trump. Now everybody is just empowered. Whatever we like, yeah, we like him.
Yeah, I think there's a thing about there's like a fallacy that people use like that. Like when you vouch for something, you and then um they start like not meeting whatever you they set out to do, or they just under deliver, and then you go, oh well, you try to rationalize everything because obviously you don't want to look like a loser, because otherwise if you if you go and say, oh yeah, I admit I was wrong, then obviously there's a lot of egotistical people that voted for Trump would never want to do that. They'll say, nope, Trump is just playing 4D chess. He's playing this. It's the art of the deal. It's this and that. They never admit to like the guy's just wrong. Yeah,
No, that's part of the branding. Yeah, it's never wrong.
yeah. Like Trump will literally sneeze, and they'll think, oh yeah, he's sneezing because that's part of the art of the deal.
Uh, Scary.
Yeah, some people just never want to do it. They will never want to admit defeat because it's embarrassing.
Hmm. Makes sense. It makes sense. Hmm.
It takes a humble person to do that. A lot of people are not humbled.
Why would they be humble? They don't gain anything from that.
Humbleness. I
Humbleness.
reckon humbleness is good.
But you gain nothing from it. Think about it. You gain nothing from being humble.
Yeah.
You gain
I
absolute.
think some people have self-image to uphold or something. Like they want some people because imagine this: you're on social media, you keep posting this nonsense about yourself, right? So people think that's your life. It's not, but you have to continue doing it anyway because otherwise people are going to say you're fake. Do you know that's a phenomenon? There's a lot of people that use social media now. Even when I started my content posting, I was like, am I going to actually keep this up? Because I don't think I can. This was just a one time thing, you know?
No, I'm having
Like, not,
I'm having problems on Twitter now because I have not posted regularly for a while. Twitter, they want you to
mm,
post 3 to 5 times a day. I don't have time.
nobody got time for that. You have to become a full time social media, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, I was doing those programming stuff. I realized nobody was really watching them. I'm like, oh, okay, then that's not for TikTok. The way I used to rationalize it is like, I'm teaching other people. Then by teaching other people,
Oh, you did
I
that?
can teach myself.
I watched it, Joel. I was just going to say, where is it going to go? And then I realized, yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
Do you know the thing
yeah.
with
Yeah. So, like,
is a lot of people don't understand it. They don't understand what you're doing.
yeah, a lot of people don't understand. So I thought there was going to be a niche like of people that would understand it, and there was plenty. Just that, like, yeah, that's the thing. I don't really like the format. I think I prefer blogging on my site, my website, and that gets my views across in a way that I don't really care about who's viewing them, statistics, whatever. Like I don't even know who's reading my website. you know. So I don't know. Sometimes it helps when you have that because I think statistics can be so discouraging. Like you go, oh well, nobody watching this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. A lot. I thought people were learning, but a lot, then later on, I think you got the drift that nobody cared.
I'll try other things. I think I like trying other things. So maybe one day,
Your AI,
instead of coding videos,
your
yeah,
AI, your AI is working with Junubina. I saw that. A lot of
the
Junubina.
AI thing is good. Yeah, it's like I think they like goofy stuff like that. So that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AI thing is
But in
working.
terms of programming, though, I think that's gonna be a different endeavor. I'm still trying to just by day to day, just um, because like I do a lot of those things at work, all that programming stuff. It's like my bucket is full by the time I get home. I don't have time to even talk about it.
So that's your normal thing you do. That's your hobby.
That's day. Yeah, hobby wise, I used to do a lot more. Like I used to make things, like and but not really anymore. Like I just feel really tired. Like maybe it's time to find a new hobby now.
Perhaps. Okay.
I don't know what it will be. Maybe I'll get into yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know what I was really keen about? I want to do like those volunteering teacher, like be a volunteer teacher overseas.
Mm.
Maybe that's what I should do
Why would you do that?
because I care so much about helping people learn, I guess.
But would you able to? Actually, you'd have to leave your Australian job.
Not really. So if I save up enough annual leave, I probably could do it. Um, I just don't know where I would go though. I maybe start with South Sudan. Just look for some NGOs that are already doing that work already.
NGOs, you overestimate what NGOs are doing.
NGOs. Or literally create our own NGO, man. I think we need African solutions by Africans for Africans.
Yeah, you're over exaggerating what you think NGOs are doing. Let's go.
F NGOs. I don't trust NGOs one bit. Maybe some of them I can trust, but not all.
Most of them I think you cannot trust, to be honest.
They're probably in there for regime change, but it's a front for spies. You know?
Oh, you think so? You think they're
Yeah,
that's not funny.
in the regime change, I bet you. Yeah, that'll be good. I thought about it. I thought of like maybe grabbing a few pseudos who are also keen, and let's just travel to South Sudan and hold like 2 months certificate in basic stuff like English, mathematics, or whatever to like kids that wouldn't otherwise get that opportunity.
But when you go there, you have to try and speak in Dinka and less English as much as you can, to be honest, so they don't think, oh, he's from Australia and we're gonna rob them.
Nah. We will speak Dinka. We will like otherwise we'll get a translator to run the classes.
No, I meant like when you were the public people, so they can think that, oh, he's from here, the Dinkawi or whatever.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know what it would be.
if I can speak that tribal language will help you there, man.
We call it a moving school. No, it won't be.
Moving school is fun.
It's like traveling, or I don't know. Like I think we wouldn't limit ourselves to only South Sudan. I think we could travel.
Could you make like an education truck?
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Anything is possible.
So you
Um,
have food, you have a kitchen, you have a classroom.
yeah, like I strongly believe like you can play such a pivotal role in a child's life. You know, some of these kids, if you give them a computer, man, I bet you they could actually become like programmers or child prodigies or whatever. Like I feel like if you just gave them the right tools, they could do something.
Yeah.
Like I think that's how I was. Like so some of us when we were in Africa, we were yearning to do things, right? We just didn't have the tools.
I'll try something here. Let's see if it works. Ooh, this is the one. Huh?
Like I remember how many kids wanted to be like engineers, but I don't think they had the formal stuff or or even the resources to reach that goal. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. Try something here. I think this. Put this thing. A little bit of. No, maybe that doesn't work. Let's do it. Yeah, I think the other way is better. Now I'm trying to do some fight sequence, but I'm not going to animate. I just want to make a drawing. Animation is extra time I don't need to spend. Extra still need to spend. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. There's a 1, 2. And now I've got to draw the body. But yeah, eventually we'll see this. This is a trending thing on TikTok. Sounds weird. Trending.
This boxing thing.
They actually, I think they made a hype for it, and the YT guy didn't do as well as he wanted to do. and you seeing what they do before fights. They always show that people are they always show before the fight people are getting angry. I'm gonna show you, and then boom. So they always show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pin the guy afterwards. You on the computer? What's all that tapping sound?
Yeah, that's a laptop. They're trying to search things up.
Hmm. Okay. Afterwards. Okay, let me try and get this thing. Okay, I'll leave the torso separate. Let me draw the pants under it. Okay, I'm gonna draw these very dress-like shorts. These are they're using. This is our board.
Oh wait, what?
Peaks. Yeah, no subscribers this time. Last time I went live, I got subscribers. I guess too early in the morning. People still doing
Oh, on what do you call it?
I was showing them step-by-step process on YouTube. That's what I was doing right now. You know, I might as well go to Twitter. Might as well go to Twitter. Did you see that? You know, Trump actually did an F-bomb and they made it into a remix. You saw that?
They don't know what they're doing.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I think I might go and post that one. That was so funny. Cause I actually thought it was AI for a second or not real, and then I saw on so many news outlets it's official. That actually happened. And news media said, we might as well not cut it out, and they kept it. The news media kept it. Man, they turned it into a thing. And he said it. I think what was it right before he entered the helicopter, or was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was, I think, when he came back from the NATO thing, right? Whatever that was.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Maybe blue or the blue. Trying to go. And it has some white lines going on the pants.
Wow. Okay, so I just found out that there's actually a very limited number of spaces for South Sudanese in Australia. Damn.
What do you mean by spaces?
So each country is allocated a number of seats, like how many people they can take in each year. Yeah, Congo has the largest, I think. Places.
Oh, they actually show the numbers that they're allowed to take in?
Yeah, it's really competitive.
That sounds funny. So the numbers are displayed. It's no longer a trade secret.
Yeah. So actually, everyone is fighting for those few numbers. Total intake was 20,000.
It's like a lottery ticket. Like a lottery ticket.
So yeah, so the countries they prioritize are the ones with the most needs, like Congo.
Basically, where they're fighting.
Yeah. People think it's magic, but no, it's not. It's a bunch of confusing web of nonsense.
So you think it's done by AI, or what do you think? How did they? I don't know. Probably now they might have.
Or they have to go through a committee and blah blah blah. In fact, it comes down to luck. Some of you, like all of you, all have dire problems. Like, oh, they're persecuting me. I am a political prisoner living in blah blah blah. They read another person's. I'm a woman with one kid. I've been suffering. I have no husband. They compare those stories and they say, which one should we take? It's obviously going to be the woman because she's more vulnerable.
And she looks like it caused drama, trouble, right?
Yeah.
They think about those things, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's about 20,000 per year for all of those countries: Afghanistan, blah blah blah, Iraq. 20,000 in total. So that imagine how much is allocated to South Sudan. It's probably less than 500.
20,000 is a lot, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some countries it's just nothing. You know that. So 20,000.
Nah, I don't take. Yeah, New Zealand was taking people in, but then the funny thing is, New Zealand, the economy is doing so terribly that they're coming over to Australia.
They are. Is it doing bad?
Yeah. They're coming over here by the droves of like thousands.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Things are so bad. Like even most of my colleagues at work are from New Zealand. They're taking our jobs. They're taking jobs. Yeah.
You know the worst one I've seen that I think you probably have a lot of is from UK, to be honest.
Oh yeah, we have a special program that allows people from both Australia and UK to travel freely. Yeah.
No, because a lot of UK people they're saying that working in UK is really bad. So a lot of people just don't work in there anymore.
I was actually thinking of wanting to work in the UK if I had flexibility.
No, I wouldn't go. I heard it's really bad.
Get a and eat British food, which is black pudding and what else? Beans, baked beans.
Baked beans.
That's what they eat, right? And spot potatoes.
I don't know. I guess the English
Black pudding.
the English breakfast didn't taste very good. That's all I remember.
Then when I come back, I'm gonna be like, that stuff.
English breakfast did not taste very good. That's all I remember.
What do they call it? A full course English breakfast. It's gotta be beans, bacon, sausages.
Yeah.
Black pudding. What else?
But yeah, it's very over exaggerated. Not very good.
Like one of the things that just makes me laugh is how they go colonizing all these places that cook like amazing food and learn nothing about that.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Very good point. Very good.
Like I would imagine there would be chapatis in British cuisine, but there's none.
But there's so many Indians in the UK. You know that? From
the only thing I found that the English took was tikka masala, but that was like the Irish or something. Tikka masala. Who else? Josh Rogan or Joe Rogan or whatever the heck that thing is called. Like it's like a curry, right? Josh Rogan. Rogan Josh, I think that's it. It's like a British curry that. Did you know even Indians didn't make butter chicken, by the way? It's just
butter chicken.
Actually, it's not really called butter chicken where they make it. I don't know. I kind of heard of rumors about that being 100% true. It's not an Indian dish.
Sound like it was an Indian dish, though.
Butter chicken. I was stuck on that side of TikTok, the Indian, like Indian street food. And then there's this bacteria song that just plays in the background because apparently they do not practice hygiene over there, some places.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
They draw this guy's legs in a funny way.
Boxing. do you reckon the way that what is his name? Was it Muhammad Ali or whatever? I don't know.
Muhammad Ali, not just whatever. He's a legend.
Is that his name? It's like I said.
You talking about
Yeah,
Cassius Clay?
that guy, right?
Yeah.
He, you know, the way he speaks after his career. Do you think was due to the fact that his brain experienced so many tiny concussions?
No, he had Parkinson's. You don't remember?
But do you think that his Parkinson was made worse by the fact that his brain was like doing those things, like getting hit in the face?
I don't know about that. I just know he had Parkinson's. Yeah, he's like Michael J. Fox, but without the Hollywood stuff. He had Parkinson's.
And Mike Tyson has a lisp. I don't know how to say it. Lisp.
Mike Tyson has a disease?
How do you say it? Is it how do you pronounce that thing? Is it lisp? Lisp. I think it's lisp. Right? Lisp. Yeah, he has a lisp.
What's it from?
I don't know. Do you hear Mike Tyson always got that? You know what I'm saying? It's with this kind of technique.
He had a high pitched voice. He had a helium voice. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. They even made fun of it.
Yes.
Even made fun of it in The Simpsons.
He has lisp. Yeah.
Whatever that is. I think.
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Remember when Michael Jackson came on The Simpsons as like a fat guy?
I don't remember that, but I would love to see that episode. That sounds so funny.
He's like, yeah, I am Michael Jackson. What are you talking about?
That's actually a thing. He came as a fat guy.
Yeah. Oh, I downloaded season 8 of Rick and Morty. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, I thought did you finish season 7 first?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I think season 6 was just bad. It was so bad. I mean, I watched all of season 6.
So I think what?
I think I kind of did.
Season 8 is like 3 episodes. You might as well watch season 7. Season 8 is not yet even finished.
Right. So let me see if
Because Rick and Morty is on Adult Swim, right? So on Adult Swim, it's like they don't have that binging. What do you call it? From Netflix. It comes one episode a week. So you might as well finish season 7. Even Netflix, they only have 7 seasons. Season 8 is not yet there. So I think they're gonna wait till it finishes first.
I had a good place to find this stuff. I need to bookmark it. Kick-ass torrents.
No, you can for Rick and Morty, just download from the Cartoon Network sites. You know that?
Wait, what?
You go to Cartoon Network site, it takes you seconds. It's like watch cartoons online. There's many of those. You never tried that before?
No. Okay.
Go to what? Check that. Just go on the thing. You can just click and watch live stream it for free. You don't need to download to go all that torrent nonsense. I don't do that for cartoons. Just watch cartoons for just. I don't know about Australia, but most countries you just go watch cartoons for free and boom, you're good.
Nah, pain is better. Let's just find kick-ass torrent. I thought I looked at kick-ass. This is the one. I finally found it. Kick-ass.
Interesting. Kick-ass torrent.
You know, I saw this like really tiny Chinese mobile homes. They have their own bathroom, toilet, water system. All you need is a tank. And I was like, bro, this could actually make a lot of money in South Sudan.
And what happened?
I don't have money.
Okay, then If you get stuck
But
with,
I saw somebody who's already done it anyways. They built like a small Airbnb with all these mobile homes. They're not really mobile, but they're like tiny container homes, you know?
yeah,
And they have like air conditioning. They can get electricity from like your standard whatever plug or whatever. And I was just like, man, that is so ingenious, because you know a lot of these places don't have like infrastructure like sewage system or whatever, whatever. This thing was a whole enclosed system. You can connect it to like whatever they call those things, a septic tank if you want to.
easily, huh?
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, that's actually, because I feel like that's the only way we're ever going to be able to build houses for a while, because we just don't have like the kind of regulations you need to build proper plumbing, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be surprised when I go and start my own community with a bunch of those. It's gonna be called Cholism. Cholism community.
Okay. I got the character I wanted. Just gotta merge all the layers, and then voila, we got it merged. Okay, so this is one person. WG white box. And then from there, printing. Something, so I want to make them drink. Drinking.
I found season 7 2 gigs. That's insane. How is it gonna be 2 gigs? How much is each of these?
How long does it take you
They're
to
very
download
short.
2 gig? It takes you no time, or it's very fast?
It's fast. Let's see how long it takes. Copy magnet. I am a pirate. I remember pirating through my server, and then they sent a message saying somebody's torrenting on your server, and I was like, huh? Who? It's not me.
Yeah, I got this guy going like this. Now I just make him a bit smaller because I think the other guy is a bit taller. Then afterwards, he's looking the wrong way, and he's like, whoop, oops, that was terrible. Where did he go? Yeah. All right, let me go back.
You know what you could do? Let me think of this. There's this scenario like, make somebody who is a Christian boxer, or not a Christian boxer, like just someone who believes they're Christian, right? And they have a Bible in their hand, and then they get slapped, and then they go, okay, I will turn the other cheek, and then they get slapped again. I will also turn the other one, and then they keep doing that until like they are unalived. But use the Nigerian voice, and then just add those stuff in the background like Jesus is Lord, because they won't stop like turning the. I don't know how to best describe this,
All right.
but that would be funny. It's like maybe a funny skit.
You too tall.
Maybe you could caption it like if people actually practice what they preached. If people practice what they preach.
Got this guy right. Well, I'll just make him bigger. It's better. Just make him bigger. I have to trim the whole thing.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bling Bling and whoever. Is that Maria?
What do you mean, whoever? Whoever. Good afternoon, Bling Bling, and whoever. What was that?
I hope they're watching still.
I think they left. Luckily, I think they didn't hear that clown fighting. They scroll like, two men walking, and I don't see anybody nilotic, and they look tall. They look short. Oh, Bling Bling's here.
She's on I think people on a private account are just so stealthy. You can't see them in the.
I think what they'll do, what some people could just do? They'll talk shit about you, then come in your account, come in your live as private, and boom. Well, let's see what they really think about me. Let's see the chest when I'm not around. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm. Gotcha.
Bloody. Bling Bling, come up, please. We need a sister's perspective on things. This needs to be a balanced platform. Can't just be guys.
Yeah, looks like they're moving, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
The only time Bling Bling ever comes up is when Apologetic is here.
Don't say
They
that.
love to argue.
That's a drag.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. They only love to argue with each other.
That's a drag, huh?
Today, Apologetic was arguing with Congolese. I was like, what the heck is wrong with you?
That's a drag, man. No, yeah, no, that's not true. Like, damn, huh?
No, I think that's the only